This is Matt and
Jesse
from Dice Round Table. Subscribe, like, engage on the comments, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Engage, please. We enjoy talking back. My wife has joined me for another review of
Heartland.
I was really surprised she picked this to want to talk about. So please, why don't you go ahead? So this is a really small box game. This is also from the company is Dice Hate Me Games. Dice Hate Me, which part of the focus is a diceless game, and that's what this is.
It is a diceless game. So you get cards that are cities, and they tell you what to lay down or what colored cubes to put on them. You get your little trucks that you use to move around the map after they're laid on the card.
And this is the example of the maps that you can build with the cities, and you don't usually use all the cards, and there is some advanced cards, which we won't talk about.
I don't think we've ever used them.
No. It is a pick-up and delivery game.
Yep.
So you do have to move your truck from map piece to map piece to travel to pick up the goods. And how do we pick up the goods?
By drawing cards. And so they give you cards, and you can either pick up what is in your hand. You can't pick up anything more or anything less. There are also gas cards in here that allow you, to move around, and that tells you how many spaces you can go on the map.
And this is your scorecard in your truck, so you can actually store the cubes on here. You got to play the cards to pick up the goods, then you have to discard the cards to drop the goods off, and then each place tells you what their demand is for the good, and then you're going to move. And on here it tells you on a 2-player, 3-player, or 4-player version of the game where you're going to stop for the victory points. And that's basically it. You're just going to, and depending on the gas card you play or paying money dictates how many spaces you go. Component-wise?
They're wood meeples, and they're block cubes. So there really isn't much to say about them. There's plenty, though, for the game, so you don't really run out as you move them across the board. And the tractor trailer actually does, here, let's put on white background. There we go. It does actually look like a tractor trailer, so I give them kudos for that. You don't feel like you're moving a rectangular around the board. You feel like you're actually moving a tractor trailer.
And I'm not sure about the time, but think of a Tiny Epic game before Tiny Epic with this thing, because it can give it a nice little feel of a game for how long it is. It's about 30 to 45 minutes.
Yes.
But it's very compact, super compact. We have actually taken this to a restaurant.
And we played while we were waiting for our food.
Yes.
Yep.
And the only issue I have with the components is the following. These are our destination cards. So you can see that on the camera. Well, let's take that one off. You can see that on the camera. They're flat. Now I will show you this. That's not flat. Some of those cards are warped, and I do not know why. So that is, I don't know. I've never, in any of our games, have had warped tiles or anything really go wrong with the pieces. This is the only game I can think of that has any warpage. And it doesn't disrupt the game because they can still lay on the table, but for whatever reason, it just is warped. So heads up, if you have it for long enough, maybe 3 years, 4 years?
I think we're going on 5.
I could look it up, but so we've had this for a while. So that's components. Gameplay.
Sorry. The turns are pretty quick. You can kind of pre-plan what you're going to do and hope that the other person doesn't stop where you want to go.
But blocking is a thing.
Blocking is definitely a thing.
And it can get really mean. Or the other thing is someone dropping off goods where you want to go and blocking you from the drop-off.
Yep.
So maybe you have to go for less money if something else is in range. Or they maxed out because there is a limit on how many goods can be on a given location. So there can be some strategic. Early on, it's pretty much not too much.
Not too much, but later in the game, you definitely start. I wanted to go there,
and you just can't stop where someone else is in, and there's no diagonals. You literally have to go on one of the 4 spaces. So if you want to go diagonal, it's going to cost you 2.
Right.
Theme?
I think the theme is good. I think that's the one spot where they did a good job, because you're picking up goods, you're delivering the goods, and it's just like a, actual company, and when you drop off the goods, you get money back, and it just feels very thematic to me. So I think the theme is good.
The only place where I have to work with the theme is that you're an independent trucker. I don't feel like you work for a company.
Oh, I guess that's true.
And it's like these are like, not that, but these are like contract cards. Like, oh, someone's selling that, I'll buy it, and now I got to figure out how I'm going to dump it. Because at the end of the game, if you got any goods left, it takes away from your victory points.
Yeah.
So if you got some livestock, they hurt you more than just some vegetables. But that also makes sense that you got a timetable. So overall, I'll rate this. I love this game. I really enjoy this game. I enjoy the speed of it and the pickup delivery. We only have a couple of those games, and I just enjoy it. Just checks a different type of game for me. So I give it a 10. I love this game.
So I'd probably give it an 8, just because of the blocking and sometimes that card that you desperately need to get rid of something, you're just not picking it up. So that's a struggle for me.
Yeah, being stuck with pigs.
Yes.
I can't get rid of pigs.
Or being stuck with cows. So
livestock, yeah.
Yeah. So other than that, though, it's a good game.
So this is Matt and
Jesse
signing off, and thanks for watching.